Good morning, students. As I have told earlier, today we shall start a new topic, maxima minima. Means calculate the maximum and minimum value of the function. First, see what is maximum value or absolute maximum value. Absolute maximum value is also called as greatest value. If a function be represented by fx, suppose if fx be a function, then at a point A in its domain, if fx is less than equal to fa, see here, fx is less than equal to fa for all x, then A is called point of maximum. Fx is less than equal to fa, then it means A is called point of maximum. Similarly, if fa is less than equal to fx, then A is called point of minimum. But our main interest lies in the finding the maximum and minimum value of the point of the function. This is our main interest. Consider C is a point of local maximum fx in the open interval I, such that fx is less than fc, then fc is local maxima of fx. You must remember that x always belongs to I. Otherwise, if fx be such that fc is less than fx and c again belongs to the interval, then it is called local minima of fx. So to better understand, children, see one question first. See the question. Find the local maxima or minima of fx is equals to x cube minus 6x square plus 9x plus 15, and also find the local maximum and minimum value. First, see what is given. Fx is equals to x cube minus 6x square plus 9x plus 15. So differentiate with respect to x. F dash x, differentiation of x cube is 3x square minus 12x plus 9, and differentiation of 15 is 0 because it is constant. So for maxima and minima, we must have f dash x is equal to 0. Remember, always remember this thing. F dash x is equal to 0. Write down the value of f dash x. What you have written? F dash x is 3. Should taken as common. X square minus 4x plus 3 equal to 0. Now this is value of f dash x, but simplify, that should be x minus 3 into x minus 1 is equal to 0, means x is equal to 3 and 1. See the first case, when x is equal to 3. If x is slightly less than 3, then f dash x slightly less than 3. So less than 3 means it is negative. F dash x is negative. And if slightly more than 3, then f dash x is positive. Slightly less than 3 means this is positive, this becomes negative, so it is negative. And slightly more than 3 means this is positive, so it is positive. So what we see, we see that value of f dash x is increases when x is increases from less than 3 to more than 3. So it will give minimum value. That will give minimum value, and calculate f3 means put x is equal to 3 in the given function, its value is 15. Now see the second case. When x is equal to 1, our f dash x is 3 into x minus 3 x into x minus 1, and we are going in the case when x is equal to 1. When x is slightly less than 1 means smaller than 1. So when x is slightly less than 1, then x minus 3 is negative, x minus 1 is also negative, and so the overall f dash x is positive. And when x is slightly more than 1 means this becomes positive and this becomes negative, so it is negative. So when what we see, when x less than 1, then f dash is positive, f dash x is positive. When x more than 1, then f dash x is negative. So we can say that the value of f dash x is changes from positive to negative when x increases from negative to positive. Means value of x increases and value of f dash x is decreases. Therefore in that case we say that x is equal to 1 is a point of local maximum, means it will give the maximum value of fx, where at x is equal to 1. So put the value of x, that is x is equal to 1 in the given function, and calculate its maximum value. So, hence 1 minus 6 plus 9 plus 15, 19. Hence x is maximum value of x is 19, and we have already calculated the minimum value of x. So children, in this way we calculate the maximum and minimum value. Before proceeding to next problem, one more method is applicable, that is called second derivative test. So before proceeding to next problem, we will see the computational procedures or the steps involved in the second derivative test. So first understand what are the steps required in second derivative test. See the second derivative test. The second derivative test, in very first step, consider the given function as y, or you may take fx, whatever be suitable for you. Consider the given function as y or fx. See, this is very first step. Now differentiate the y, as it is function of x, so differentiate y or calculate dy by dx. This is your second step. In third step, for maximum or minimum value, put dy by dx. So put dy by dx equal to 0. This becomes an equation. Simplify and calculate the values of x. So solve the equation and find the values of x. We suppose here, for few moments, suppose x is equal to alpha and x is equal to beta are the two values of x. Now again come on to step 2. After finding dy by dx, differentiate one time more, means calculate the second derivative, that is d2y by dx square. After calculating d2y by dx square, put x is equal to alpha and x is equal to beta alternatively. So suppose we here, when d2y by dx square at x is equal to alpha is negative, means less than 0, and d2y by dx square alpha is positive when x is equal to beta. Understand once again, when x is equal to alpha, suppose d2y by dx square is less than 0. Less than 0 means negative. And when x is equal to beta, suppose d2y by dx square is greater than 0. Greater than 0 means positive. So suppose it is negative and suppose it is positive value. Now if d2y by dx square at x is equal to alpha is negative, then value of y or fx, whatever you consider, y is maximum at x is equal to alpha. See, in negative case y is maximum at x is equal to alpha. In positive case y is minimum at x is equal to alpha. So these are our computational procedures or steps which we will apply in second derivative test. I think this is much simpler way for you, so we will follow that method. Now understand one more thing. What will happen if d2y by dx square is equal to 0 at any value, either x is equal to alpha or beta, it is 0. So this test fails here, and then we follow the previous one, that is first derivative test. If any value becomes 0, then we will follow the first derivative test. Now children, we will see some problems based on second derivative test. So let us start some problems. See the question. Find the local maximum and minimum, or you may say maximum and minimum value of fx is equal to sine 2x minus x in the interval minus pi by 2 less than equal to x less than equal to pi by 2. So start with second derivative test and stepwise. Here you may consider it as y or you may take it as fx. So fx is equal to sine 2x minus x. In next step we have to differentiate it. So differentiate with respect to x. So f dash x, differentiation of sine 2x will be 2 cos 2x minus 1. The next step, when f dash x is equal to 0, because you have to put for maximum or minimum f dash x is equal to 0, then 2 cos 2x minus 1 will be 0. Solve this one. Cos 2x will be 1 by 2 and 2x, this is value of pi by 3. So 2x will be pi by 3 or minus pi by 3. It means x should equal to pi by 6 or minus pi by 6. So thus we have obtained two values of x. Again differentiate it more, one times more. So f double dash, that is our next step, f double dash x is equal to minus 4 sine 2x, that will be 0. So minus 4 sine 2x. Put x is equal to pi by 6, one of the value. Pi by 6 means 2x will be pi by 3, means minus 4 sine pi by 3. Sine pi by 3, that is root 3 by 2, 2 and 4 should cancel, that is minus 2 root 3. As minus is here, so it becomes smaller than 0, negative, that is less than 0. So less than 0, when f dash x is less than 0, then it will give maximum value. Hence we can say x is equal to pi by 6 is maximum for fx, and maximum value of fx is sine pi by 3, that is our in question. Put x is equal to pi by 6. X is equal to pi by 6 here, this is our question. So sine pi by 3 minus pi by 6, sine pi by 3 is again root 3 by 2. So this will give maximum value of fx. Consider the next one. Our next value is minus pi by 6. So when x is equal to minus pi by 6, our double differentiation of f is minus 4 sine 2x. So f double dash minus pi by 6 is minus 4 sine minus pi by 3. Children, you know sine minus theta is minus sine theta, so this becomes positive. Hence it should be 4 sine pi by 3 becomes greater than 0. Greater than 0 means it will represent my minimum value. Hence we write it is means fx is minimum at x is equal to minus pi by 6, and minimum of fx will be sine minus pi by 3, because it was 2x plus pi by 6 minus, so this will give minus root 3 by 2 plus pi by 6 is minimum value. See children, one more question. See the question. Find the maximum and minimum value of fx is equal to sin x minus cos x when 0 less than x less than pi by 2, that is our interval. Again use same steps. What is given? fx is equal to sin x minus cos x. So f dash x means differentiate with respect to x, then differentiation of sin x, and this is differentiation of cos x. Minus sin x, it becomes positive. If you want, you may write it second differentiation here. So again differentiate this one, then it reduces to f double dash x minus sin x plus differentiation of sin x will be cos x. When f dash x is 0, then cos x plus sin x is 0. Solve this one. Means in right side cos x becomes negative, so minus cos x, sin x upon cos x will be minus 1, or tan x should be minus 1. So minus 1 will give two values of tan. One is 3 pi by 4 and another is 7 pi by 4. So x will be 3 pi by 4 or 7 pi by 4. So you got children double differentiation also. So when x is equal to 3 pi by 4, x is equal to 3 pi by 4 means f double dash x is minus sin x plus cos x, and f double dash x is equals to minus sin 3 pi by 4 plus cos 3 pi by 4. You know the value of sine 3 pi by 4 and cos 3 pi by 4. Sine 3 pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, so it is minus already here, and cos 3 pi by 4 is minus 1 by root 2. So f double dash 3 pi by 4 minus should taken as common. Minus should taken as common, it becomes minus should taken as common becomes 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. So whatever its value is root 2. So f double dash 3 pi by 4 is equal to minus root 2, which is less than 0 negative. Hence fx is maximum at x is equal to 3 pi by 4. And again put the value of x in the question. So maximum value of fx is sine 3 pi by 4 minus cos 3 pi by 4. Write down their values, it becomes root 2. Similarly, when x is equal to 7 pi by 4, then f dash x will be minus sin x plus cos x, already obtained. F double dash 7 pi by 4 is equals to minus sin pi by 4 plus cos 7 pi by 4. Its equivalent value will be sin pi by 4 plus cos pi by 4, which is root 2. Again root 2 is positive, greater than 0, so fx will be minimum at x is equal to 7 pi by 4. Minimum of fx calculate sin 7 pi by 4 minus 7 pi by 4, which is minus root 2. So children, in this way we will calculate the different maximum and minimum values of the given function. In the next class we shall do some more problems from maximum and minimum. Thank you.